Welcome on in to the NYMD podcast. Brian, Gerard, Kevin, Hurt. Let's go.
My name is Brian, and I'm here to say I'm rocking this podcast in a major way. Yeah.
1 2 1 2.
Man, you look
All
like
right.
DJ K Slate right now with the headphones on, rocking. Look like you spinning the turntable.
All right, people.
It's gonna be an hour of just
Yo, listen, I could do an hour with that. That's what I'm telling you. I think I would have been
on the wheels of steel.
Yeah. I mean, if K-Slate wasn't taken as a DJ name, I definitely would have taken it.
No, okay.
Because DJ K-Slate, the Drama King, is on Hot 97 in New York.
Oh, okay. Didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you don't listen to New York radio.
Oh, all the time. Yeah, I do. Yeah,
sure. What is going on? Is this?
What? Everything good, Hurt?
Yeah. Well, can you hear anything?
I hear you.
Good. I'm glad because I have something playing in my ear. I don't know where it came from.
Oh, no, I don't. No,
okay,
I don't hear it. So we're good.
That's why technology is weird.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's over with. So weird. It was like a message was playing. And I'm just like, why am I listening to messages in my head? I was like, I hope no one else hears the doctor leaving a message on the phone. Why is my computer playing this? So, all right, everybody. Again, welcome in. NYMD podcast. Trying to get a little energy going this Sunday morning.
Yes, sir.
It is fall. So we got a little fall weather. It's a little chilly in the mornings, maybe a little bit of rain. And this is your Sunday forecast for today. Right?
Man, I'm trying to
greater Baltimore area.
I'm trying to hold on to this warm weather, man, for as much as we can, man. So look,
yeah,
it's 60s to low 70s. I'm taking this for as long as we can get it.
Yeah, I'm cool with the 70s. You know me, I don't like hot weather, but I don't like cold weather either. This is the perfect time of year for me. Wake up, it's like 50, 40, 45 or whatever. I'm cool with that, especially because there's not a lot of people outside. And I can go biking. That's a whole nother story. It's a whole nother podcast by itself. So when you haven't really biked in 30 years, hey, you know what? You can get right on a bike and ride again. Yeah, you just can't ride the same way. That's just all. Yeah, but I mean, if you do it and keep practicing, you'll get better.
All right.
So that's what I've been doing. Speaking of getting better,
the
NBA Finals have gotten better. We have a Game 6 tonight. It's been a roller coaster. It's a roller coaster of everything in this finals, man. And Jimmy Butler, that dude is a soldier.
Yeah, man. You got to hand it to that guy, man. He is putting everything out there, man. He is trying to will this Heat's team to a championship, and he might just do it, Hurt.
Yeah, listen, there's 2 games. They won 2. Of course, 3-2 lead belonged to Lakers. But listen, he played every minute of that last game, I believe.
He did?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think he only rested besides halftime for like 40-something seconds.
Whoa.
Yeah, so he may have been taken out for like 40 seconds at one time, but that's it. So
I didn't realize you told me the other day they only play 7 players.
Yeah, they only play 7 players, man.
Easy.
Yeah, so and he, like I said, he willed that team to that win like he did the first time they got a win. And despite LeBron's 40 points, they came. Miami came through. So we have Game 6 tonight.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you have an early prediction on the game, but I'm thinking this is going 7.
Nah, Lakers gonna wrap it up tonight, man.
You think so?
It took everything that the Heats had to win that game 6. You know what I mean? And even with that, they still almost lost if it wasn't for a horrible shot from
LeBron. Exactly.
No.
That was a bad play by LeBron.
Why was it a bad play? He
didn't take the last shot.
Give me a break. Look, man, Green was wide open.
He's LeBron James. You have to take the last shot.
Well, guess what? LeBron would have took the last shot if Morris actually gave him a good pass.
If he gave a pass to anyone but nobody.
Like LeBron was he had in the paint. LeBron was in the paint, right? He had someone to his back, but he could have, if he had got the ball, LeBron could have did a turnaround and won the game.
It's not even that. This reminds me of that play with Houston and OKC, where the guy Harden came over, the guy should have pump faked and he didn't, because that's all they've been doing. And he blocked it. The guy got the block that that was blocked. Instead of turning around and shooting it, he tried to throw it off of Harden, and it went out of bounds. Remember?
Yeah.
I was like, why would your instincts do that?
Off that, yeah.
So LeBron drives to the lane, passes over to Danny Green, who the defense was obviously practicing social distancing on. Okay.
Right.
He shoots it, and it was short. It wasn't even long.
Yeah,
it was short.
He choked up a little bit on that.
Off the front of the rim, Marquise Morris gets the rebound. Now, to his right, they were facing this direction. To the right in front of him is Caldwell Pope. To the left is Danny Green. He has the rebound. There's not a lot of time left. You can easily, you have your back he has his back to the basket, basically. And then he turns sideways. He could easily pass it to one of the shooters who can get their own shot off. But instead, he turns around, sees AD or LeBron down there, passes it to no one. It just sails.
Yeah, I still
to Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Daisy, Goofy, and Pluto.
Yeah.
And I was like, are you even if he did a turnaround and tried to do a turnaround shot, I wouldn't have given him credit for that.
Yeah.
Instead, he just threw the ball away, man. And I was just like, are you kidding me right now?
I still had no idea what he was trying to do.
Dude, I don't know. But I mean, again, so it was on so you remember you asked about were people talking about it was LeBron should have taken the last shot. And unfortunately, I'm not on Twitter all the time either. The podcast is. They weren't any podcasts, and it was following some trends. So most people, like Dame Dash, timed in. He's like, of course he made the right play, but because I'm Dame, I would have just shot anyway. Mm-hmm. I was like, yeah, because you're Dame. Jay Williams from ESPN said LeBron should have shot the ball. Other people were most people were chiming. Was like, they were sending screenshots. I don't know if did I send you the screenshot?
Nah,
I gotta send you the screenshot.
So why is it okay when Jordan passes it to a wide open Steve Kerr or John?
Because he hit the shot. That's all it is. It's hitting the shot.
But he made the right decision.
It doesn't. Well, I mean, it matters. Of course, it matters. I agree with you. But
wide open, yo.
But that doesn't matter to people. It matters to people that he's LeBron. He needs to take the shot.
And never mind that LeBron had an awesome freaking game. Like he was on fire. He had a great game, man.
Yeah, 40 points wasn't enough though, man.
Yeah.
He didn't do enough. I'm sending you the picture. I mean, this is the actual picture from the game. I'll let you know because for some reason, there it goes. All right, you should be getting it.
All right.
Yeah, I just want you to just take a look at the social distancing practiced by the Miami Heat.
Okay. As soon as I get it, I'll let you know.
Yeah, it'll probably be like an hour because, for some reason, apples and Androids don't go together.
Yeah, my phone. Oh, okay. There we go. Yeah. Not bad.
Oh, you got it.
Let's see. Let me take a look. Wow. Whoa.
Who is
that? I didn't realize he was that wide open.
He was that wide open, though. And look, if you look, he's already in his shooting motion.
Yeah.
He's already in his shooting motion. and I don't even know who the defender is on his way over. I mean, he's running fast. So by the time he gets up in the air, the dude closes a lot of territory. But there's literally Spoelstra is as close to him as that defender, basically.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That is crazy.
There's literally no one there. No one.
So he like I said, he definitely made the right decision. I wish that would have been Caldwell Pope that was open though.
Yeah, Caldwell Pope was hitting some shot, but I wish Marquise Morris could have handed him the ball, basically.
Yeah.
And Caldwell Pope could at least got a last second shot off.
Yeah.
So yeah, the only I mean I agree that he made the right play, but I just feel like the Heat are the type of team, and Jimmy Butler is the type of guy who is just gonna keep playing 47 minutes. You know what I mean? Like he'll come back tonight. He's not gonna come out the game. He's like, I'm playing 47 minutes. And that's what he's gonna do. And you know, can he will his team? Spoelstra is a good coach. He's definitely a better coach than the guy for the Lakers.
Yeah.
You know, but AD has to come through. I mean, I think AD had triple double though. He had 20 something. I think he had 23 or 20.
Yeah. But wait a minute. You think Jimmy Butler's gonna be able to play 47 minutes after 2 days on 1 day rest?
I think honestly, I feel like this dude has willed himself. I mean, he can barely walk after that game. But this is the NBA Finals. I know. And I feel like he's that dude.
He had a 3-day break, yo.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Ooh, I get you're right. I mean, it's do or die. I mean,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I think he's the guy that his will seems the force is strong with him. So, you know what I mean? I think he's gonna try. I think he's gonna try, man. And just that inspiration helps build the Duncan Robinsons and the Bams and everybody else on that team, you know?
Yeah.
So I mean, like that game, the other game that they won when Kelly Olynyk's hitting threes, and I don't even know who they had off the bench. I forgot the other dude that they didn't even play.
Yeah.
You know, came off the bench was doing stuff. So I don't know. I feel like the Lakers should have taken it Friday, of course. Again, it was just they were a shot away. Because they were losing most of that game. And in that fourth quarter, I was like, oh, they came back and took that lead. I was like, that's it. But Miami was not missing shots either. They were not. They were just. The percent. And Jimmy just kept getting to the basket.
Yeah. Yeah, man, it was a good game, and you got to give Miami a lot of credit.
I mean, it was exciting. I think it was one of the most exciting games that I've watched in a while.
Yeah, it was good, man. I mean, we'll see. You know, you might be right, but so you're predicting a game 7. I do think they're going to wrap it up tonight, but I'm not going to be surprised at all to go 7 games, man.
Yeah. Well, speaking of wrapping up, the WNBA Finals is over. The Seattle Storm have won their 4th franchise title in WNBA.
4, wow.
4, yep. 2002, 8, I think 18 and 20. Okay. They have won, and Sue Bird has been a part of all of them.
Oh,
UConn's own, and the MVP for this one and the one 2 years ago is of course Breanna Stewart, my girl Stewie from UConn.
All she does is win.
All she does is win, and all she does is win Finals MVPs.
Good Lord!
So she has 2, and she has 1 regular season WNBA MVP. She has 2 WNBA titles. She has 2 WNBA Finals MVPs. Of course, she has 4 college championships and 4 MOPs, which is most. Or I'm sorry, what do they call it? The MOP, most outstanding player. So she's got 4 MOPs, 4 titles in college, 2 championships, 2 Finals MVPs, and a regular season MVP. And I always bring her name up in everything.
Why is she not considered the greatest basketball player ever?
I don't know if I would put her there even in the women. I mean, she's probably like the Bill Russell almost.
What does she have to do, dude?
I'm talking. Listen, coming from someone who's like, I feel like there's better players than her. Just personally,
better winners than her, though.
No, I mean, but that's the difference. No person, place, or thing, in my knowledge. Not Bill Russell, not Lou Alcindor, not anyone from Duke. None of those, not even only person that come closer is Bill Russell. because he won titles when he was in college back at University of San Francisco. But we'll get to Bill Russell soon. But Brianna is the best winner of all time, and especially in women's basketball, just winning. Period. No one else has won 4 college championships. You literally get there as a freshman, and you never lose a championship.
Now I'm curious, what did she do in high school? Good Lord.
Yeah, man. I know. I probably had to Google that. She probably won state championships, and then with the MVP or player of the state. She's no joke. She probably won like the little stuff my daughter plays in. She probably won those championships. So, but yeah, Stewie, I love Stewie, man. She's, when it comes to my UConn players, she's up there with Diana and Maya and Sue and everybody else, man. But Stewie is no joke. So congratulations to the Seattle Storm on their Wubble title, as they call it, the Wubble, the women's bubble. So,
and speaking of the bubble, let's just talk about that a little bit because we're going to be talking about COVID a little bit later. But we got to give David Stern, man. David Stern, good Lord,
man. We're talking about going back in time.
Adam Silver,
going back in time.
Yeah, let me get my DeLorean real quick.
Exactly.
I'm back to 2020, but no, man, Adam Silver, man, NBA, WNBA, they did an awesome job, man, with this bubble, man. It just goes to show you, man, the effort, the money they put into this, the making it healthy, but also even like the presentation of everything, man, was really, really successful, man. I mean, the only time we heard any problems, issues with COVID or COVID scares were people actually trying to come into the bubble that shouldn't have been there or trying to leave the bubble that shouldn't have. You know what I mean? So, it's amazing. They did an amazing job, man, like on the fly, you know what I mean? And like, I'm just really impressed, like I said, with the presentation of everything too, man. I mean, they even had Mickey in the crowd, man, for Game 6 yesterday. I mean, on Friday, man. So
he would have been there.
Yeah.
In the front seat. Mickey, plus, I bet his ears would have blocked out at least 2 or 3 fans in the back. So, but where's Donald? That's the whole thing. Donald always gets played. I'm a Donald guy.
He's a baseball fan. He's not a basketball fan.
That's true. I mean, but so he can root for the Rays. So yeah. Because that's what we're all doing. But yeah. That was David Stern. Even the players themselves.
David Stern.
So you got me.
I know.
Adam Silver. Adam Silver, Chris Paul, the players. The only break or the only issues they had is when they wanted to stop playing because due to social justice issues.
Oh yeah.
Not even due to COVID.
Yeah.
And they did a great job. They were very disciplined. Same for the women in the Wubble. They did the same thing. They were in their Wubble in Bradenton, Florida, at the IMG Academy. They stayed very committed, did what they had to do to finish their season, and the guys are doing the same thing. So, I think when other teams like baseball has done, just take them out of cities, we're just keeping you in the same place. I think it works, and this is the season that you have to do it because, as you're saying, and even in college football, there's still a lot of teams. There's a lot of like Houston, played their first game. Florida State's played 5 games already or 4 games already. Houston, because they either were going to play a team that had a COVID outbreak and they had to postpone, they had a COVID outbreak, or somebody else's schedule had to get taught. It was so many different things. COVID has come and gone, and just having that bubble wubble has really, been innovative, and it was perfect for a sport like basketball. Yeah. And honestly, like some people said, some people flew their families down, and dealing with that. Some of them don't. It's just some of them, don't have their families there. So, and shout out to their families for keeping them because they weren't able to come down for a while. Yeah. So you're talking about your person's away for a month or 2 or 3 straight. You got to think of how long they've been in there.
Yeah, man.
So I think in the back of their heads, Sue's like, let's finish this series so also we can go home.
Right.
I want a championship. I want to celebrate, but I would like to go back to my house.
Right. So close, man. Yeah. So close.
So, yeah, we'll definitely see tonight. But, yeah, they're definitely a good idea to give a shout out to Adam Silver and Chris Paul and everybody. Like, and they were showing something the other day. It was a special about just how players have gotten to know each other better. Because they're around each other all the day. Yeah. They're the only one, like movie night, of course, Taco Tuesday, and everything. Just people just kind of just bonding, getting to know each other, golfing, and fishing, and it just now think about a whole community of seeing the same people over and over again, man. So yeah, even though it seems pretty cool,
kind of like the Truman Show.
There you go. It's kind of like the Truman Show, except that he's not going to open the door one day,
right,
and just walk out. Well, they are. I guess once it's
are.
over, they are going to open the door to Disney and walk out. And like, where are you going? Good morning, good afternoon, good night. They're gone.
So that was a great movie, man.
Dude, that was really freaking good. I love that movie. Like his best friend was sitting there. They would just like open up a beer. Dude, it was the same thing every single time. And then he started like becoming aware of everything. Like, you want a beer, man? Hey, man, come back. And they're just like following him everywhere. Yeah, gosh. Yeah, we need to talk about movies again. Anyway, I think that's an understated movie for him, for Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
I think people just remember Liar Liar and Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, The Mask.
Yep, and The Mask. But no, definitely Ace Ventura, especially Dolphins fans.
Oh, yeah.
Anything with Marino in it. So yeah, let's move on to the NFL.
Okay.
And man,
wait a minute before we move to the NFL, because I think we're going to be on there for a while. Okay, let's do the NBA first. I'm sorry, MLB, man.
Oh, okay. I was going to kind of save that, but that's fine.
All right, no.
You good? No. Let's talk. Let's talk the Rays to the World Series.
Well, first of all, before we do that, I had to make a confession. But not a really confession. You already noticed. We kind of talked about it. I can't watch the playoffs, man.
You're a horrible human being.
Dude, baseball is my favorite. It's our favorite sport. It's my favorite sport. Dude, I cannot watch the baseball playoffs.
I almost broke into.
I can't do it.
I almost broke into the Curtis Blow. They're playing basketball but changing to baseball. In my head, baseball. This is my favorite sport. just they're playing baseball. They love that baseball. But they're going diving up and down the field. Go ahead.
I don't know what's wrong with her. I tried to watch a couple games, dude, but I can't.
I think it's for me. I've watched a couple. I'm not watching everything. I mean, I'll turn and I'll watch because I wanted the Padres to beat the Dodgers. I didn't care about the Marlins Braves. I just wanted both of them just not to win. I wanted the Rays to beat the Yankees, and thank goodness that happened in 5 games. And I wanted the A's to beat the Astros. Got hardly any of those things except for the Rays beating the Yankees.
Thank goodness.
I've been like the times it's been on. The NBA Finals it's the finals. So there's things that have kind of overshadowed baseball, and they moved the teams to Arlington and San Diego and like different places just to keep them isolated. Now that we're into the championship division part, it's still I love baseball, but I cannot sit there and watch Atlanta and the Dodgers. It's like watching 2 enemies fight each other. Like, you don't care who wins, you just want both to lose.
Right.
So I can't. It's so hard for me to watch that. The other one, the Rays and Astros, I'm going to watch that. Blake Snell is going to start game 1 for the Rays because I'm be rooting for the Rays all the way. I know we had a discussion about the Astros and like you can never root for them, which under normal circumstances, I 1,000% would be on your side.
No,
I would be 1,000%.
I hate the Yankees are my most hated team. The Yankees and Duke. Okay, I would root for the Yankees to be. I cannot root for dude. I can't tolerate that. Yo, those dudes cheated. And I feel like they got off easy, man.
They did.
They got off easy. Baseball did not do the rest of the league any favors by not heavily penalizing their team. And here they are in the playoffs. No, man, no, y'all cheated. I can't root for them. I cannot. I hate the Astros. I can't root for those dudes, man. Never, even if it's against the hated Yankees.
Yeah, no, I would root for the Astros if they made it against the Dodgers or the Braves. I can't
Nah.
It's just because they would rub it in the Mets' faces, and just seeing the Dodgers and Clayton Kershaw. All I remember is Juice Utley breaking my shortstop's leg.
Yeah.
I hate the Dodgers. The Braves have just always, ever since they came from the West over to the East, has just been a team that's, and it's crazy because remember I told you they won their first postseason series in like 19 years. Like it's been that long. It's like that's crazy.
Speaking of postseason in 19 years, yo, can you believe that the Twins, I think, have lost 18 or 19 straight postseason games?
Yeah, that's insane.
That is unfathomable. I can't say that word. Fathomable.
It was like they had the college football trivia. It said what college football team has lost the most consecutive games without a win against top 10 teams on the road?
Maryland? I don't know.
Close, actually. It was close. It's Virginia.
Oh, dang. Really?
33.
Wow.
So they've gone on the road against a top 10 team 33 straight times and have lost each and every time.
Whoa.
You think by luck,
yeah,
they would have been. Now, remember when Florida State on a Thursday night with Ward Dunn and Charlie Ward, we lost our first ACC game to them, but that was at home. There was in Charlottesville, so they did beat us that night, and I was so angry that next day. Anyway, I don't want to talk about that, but still, yeah. But it's funny that you brought up the Twins losing because it happens in sports. It's so weird. Like they had a really good, and they've had some good regular seasons, but that means they haven't even. Of course, they haven't won a series, but they haven't won a game, like a game. And in baseball, that's so weird. Like you haven't even lucked into a game where the pitcher's just throwing taters and you're just knocking them out. Like that hasn't happened in a postseason for them. Or if they do, then their pitcher's just giving up freaking, sweet potatoes to everybody. That's crazy.
That's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, but since we're there, I want your prediction. Dodgers, Braves. Who wins? Who's going to the World Series?
I'm taking the Dodgers to win everything.
Okay.
I'm taking the Dodgers to win it all this year. I mean, if they can't win it this year, dude, then they're just not. It's just not in the cards for them.
Right.
But yeah, they gotta win it this year. The only thing that might trip them up is Jensen, their reliever.
Well, yeah, they said. Well, the coach Dave Roberts said they're going to decide on how they use him. So it's not like they're stuck with him being closer. So they may just change things around, which at this point, why not? But I would prefer for them to leave him at a closer.
I'm sure you would.
I'll be perfectly fine with that. I think the Dodgers are better than the Braves. I think the Dodgers are going to go to the World Series, and they're going to face. It's 2020, right?
Yeah.
So and I don't think I'm going to get what I want. So it's probably going to be Astros Dodgers again, which will be a good rivalry World Series.
Actually, you know what? That would be.
Yeah, because the Dodgers fans are heated. They hate the Astros.
That would be good, but I just don't want the Astros back in the World Series.
I don't either. I would love the Rays to go so I can then root for a team that I would really feel good rooting for. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So but I think it's gonna be Astros Dodgers, and if there's no trash cans, there's nothing. The Dodgers should win. Damn it.
Yeah, I think this is just a year. The year for LA. I think they're gonna get a basketball championship, and I think they're gonna get a baseball championship.
Name the last year that the LA Dodgers and the Los Angeles Lakers won a championship in the same year.
That would be 1984. I'm sorry, 1982.
That would be wrong.
1988.
1988 is the answer.
Okay.
Good job. Good job, man. 1988 was the last time both those squads won a championship in the same years.
Wow. That's cool how you just had that question for me, and I just made that comment on the fly. So
yeah, and it's perfect. Yeah, it's perfect.
That's good, man.
But the weird part is that the NBA championship is going to end before the World Series.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So weird. Like what? They're both in October.
Yeah.
You know, so can LeBron be called Mr. October if they win? Can you imagine that, Mr. October?
That's crazy. Yeah, the season would be starting in like 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the end.
No. We're not moving on.
I must be missing something. What am I missing? Oh, your rant.
Yes.
My bad, dude. I totally forgot about the rant.
Yeah.
You know, I like because we're a half hour in. You know, I like moving the show along.
Yeah.
That's my fault. I totally forgot about what you texted me and how angry you were at your former player.
Yes. So okay.
Let everybody know.
So I have not been watching games, but I think I texted you, hey, what's going on in baseball and blah blah blah, and you told me about the Dodgers and the Padres. So I went ahead and watched the highlights. Right? I was like, let me just watch the highlights, see what's going on. So this was Game 3, I believe, where the Dodgers beat San Diego. I think it was like 6-5. So early in that game, right, Manny Machado hits a key home run. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it shouldn't even have been a home run. It was he hit a bad pitch for a home run. He was emotional. He was happy. He took the bat and threw it not across the field, but he shoved the bat and he was excited. You know what I mean? Dude, you had a postseason home run. You're getting your team back in the game, or I can't remember if he put it up or put them up, or if he was bringing it back. I can't remember, but it was a key home run. He's pumped. He's excited. I have no problem with that. So then in the 7th or 8th inning, Cody Bellinger, I think it was Bellinger, robbed Fernando Tatis Jr.
Oh yes, yep.
And they went crazy. The pitcher took his glove, threw it. He was blowing kisses at Machado. Manny Machado gets out the dugout and throwing F-bombs and cussing, mad at them for celebrating. It was a great catch. He robbed them of a home run. And I think they would have took the lead too if he hadn't caught that ball. And they're excited. This is the playoffs, admittedly so. And this guy's going to come out the dugout and start complaining and yapping his mouth. Like, what? Dude, what are you mad about? Especially since a couple innings earlier, you just did the same thing. Like, dude, stop your crying. Stop your crying. Nobody was crying and doing all this stuff when you hit your home run. Now they did a amazing key, amazing defensive play that kept them in the lead, that held their lead, and you're yapping at them. Man, go ahead somewhere, dude. Stop it, man. He pisses me off with this type of stuff. And that's why I text you. He's a joke. He's a freaking joke, dude. You can't have it both ways. You cannot have it both ways. Baseball is so ridiculous with this type of stuff. This dude can get up there and throw his bat and yap and all this stuff after he just hit a home run with the pitcher, but the pitcher can't do the same thing. Go somewhere, man. Just you're done. You're a joke. I don't even, peace. I'm out. You're out of here.
You're out of here. So you're throwing Manny and Machado from the game? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, he's done. Demonstrative as he was, right? When and it wasn't just like he hit the home run and he looked at it. No, I mean, this dude was shoving bats and pumping himself up. Blah, blah, blah. And then the Dodgers do the same thing. He's crying. He's crying like a baby. Did you see it?
There's no crying. Yeah, I saw his reaction.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, there's no crying in baseball.
Yeah, that's all. It's just like, come on, man. You can't have it both ways. That's all. Just pissing me off, man. And I loved it when he played here and stuff. Like, but he pulled the same type of stuff too. He pulled the same stuff when he's playing with the Dodgers and all that stuff. He's just stop it, dude. Just stop it. Nobody needs all those theatrics. Just stop. I'm just done with that dude, man.
I can tell. I can tell you're done.
Great player, but just stop this.
I mean, there's a little bit of a rivalry.
Do you agree with me? Like, what?
Say again?
No,
I have no issues with what you're saying.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, no, but again, it's almost like how pitchers are. Pitchers are the same way. Like, they strike you out, they'll celebrate, they'll do a little fist pump and like, yeah, whatever. Then you hit a home run, you flip the bat, then they want to throw something at your ear. It's just one of those, yeah. But well, Padres are done. At least they made it there. They won their first series, and it is what it is. But they faced a better team, and like you said, now he's sitting at home.
Yep.
So watching the Dodgers and the Braves, unlike I'm going to do, because I'm not watching one game of that series at all. Not one. Unless it's a game 7, because game 7s are always exciting.
Yeah.
So I might do that, but we'll see. We'll definitely see how that works out. So, all right, on to college football. Look at that. That's everybody for the.
You got me.
So, yeah. So you want to ask a question about college football?
Dude, you wanted to tell me I have no idea what's going on with college football right now, man. And I guess because you asked me, the Big Ten hadn't even started playing yet.
No, the Big Ten starts in 2 weeks, I believe.
Darn it.
So they'll be coming up. Yesterday was some really good games. Marquee type name games: Notre Dame, Florida State, Miami, Clemson, Texas A&M, Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, Oklahoma, Texas, which is the Red River rivalry.
Try saying that 5 times fast.
Exactly. Alabama played Ole Miss, which is Lane Kiffin's new team. So he's facing one of his former assistants. And the best thing to say is that there's no defense this year in college football.
Oh, I thought you were going to say there's no COVID, because I hadn't heard about
it. No, there's teams have to like Houston. Houston just played their first game because they were going to play from their schedule. A lot of teams had to cancel because they have COVID issues on campus. A lot of teams like Baylor's had issues in the Big 12.
Okay.
And so it's going across college campuses as you think it would be.
Right.
So yeah, they've had a lot of games rescheduled. Some teams have done a better job of it than others. I mean, the head coach of Florida State had COVID. He missed 2 weeks ago. He had it. About 2 or 3 weeks. Mike Norvell.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a former Memphis head coach. He's coach of Florida State now. So he had it. Bobby Bowden has COVID.
Oh shoot.
Yeah. So he's doing well. They say he should be released from the hospital. So someone, and then I don't know if it was another coach, someone else had it too. But a lot of players and a lot of reschedules have happened. Notre Dame hasn't played in a couple of weeks because they've had situations where whoever on their schedule may have had issues. I think Notre Dame had a couple of COVID cases. So it has gone across college like it has come across the NFL.
Okay.
To be honest, yeah. But because they're not playing that many games, there's no real out of conference games. Everything can kind of be easily rescheduled if they can. So yeah, but so some fun. It was fun. I love college football. Definitely some good games. But this is like yesterday was one of the rare days, because I think it only happened once before, where Florida State, Miami, and Gainesville Community College, as I call them, Florida, all lose in the same day.
Wow. Yeah. Is that like Haley's Comet? It only happens like once every 77 years?
It's probably even more rare than that. It seems like rarer than that. Yeah, because it's like I said, it only happened once before. It's just because all those teams, you never know who you're playing on any given weekend, but they are all playing really good teams. So, and not all of them, Florida State being the worst of the three, was playing a ranked Notre Dame team on the road. So Miami was on the road against Clemson, and Florida was on the road against Texas A&M. So all on the road, all face good competition, and all of them end up losing. So, but yeah, college football is there. Again, Nick Saban is undefeated against former assistants, beating Lane Kiffin 63-48 or something crazy.
Woo.
Yeah. So yeah, but again, they had no tackling and stuff, and a lot of their preseason games. So I'm just looking at some of these games, man. People just slipping out of tackles. The defenses are struggling. So I think by the end of the season, hopefully it'll rectify itself. But it's still some exciting games. Like college, I never sat here and wanted a defensive battle. It's not like the NFL. The NFL, I'll take a 10-3 game. As long as your defense, is the one, giving the 3. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But in college, I don't want to see that. I'm fine with points. I'm fine with yardage. I'm fine with all those things. It's college. Every game is different. So, but yeah. So it's pretty exciting. So the big story around here this week, besides Jackson missing practice twice, but he went back. He said he's 100%, which he better be, because I need him to whoop somebody's butt again this week in fantasy. I'm not going to name any names, but you see him on the screen. And
hey, man, the Classics are doing pretty good, man.
Yeah, you guys are undefeated, but
You're the only undefeated team in the league, by the way.
Everything's got to come to an end, right?
Yeah. Not today. Not today.
Well, it's gonna happen.
But then again, you know what? I'm glad you said something. I need to check my lineup because I don't know what's going on with the Titans and
yeah, please. I don't. Yeah, I mean, I don't want you having any excuses. So yeah, please check your lineup.
Are the Titans in? Are they scheduled?
They're scheduled for like Tuesday or something, I think. Or Monday. Who's Monday? Someone is Monday, someone's Tuesday, and the Thursday game got moved to Saturday. That's all.
Dude,
and then crazy, and then I don't know if you heard, but the Pats shut down their facility after a positive test this morning.
This morning?
Yeah. I was just reading it. It says the NFL shut down the Patriots facility Sunday morning for the third time in 10 days. Putting the status of Monday night's home game against the Broncos in question. So there's that. It said it still plans to play the Broncos Patriots game Monday. So it's weird because we don't even know if Cam's gonna play or Stephon Gilmore. So it's everything's iffy. Like, this is iffy year.
Let's get them some Regeneron, and they'll be able to play.
Some who?
Regeneron.
What the heck is that?
Never mind. I'm not going into it.
Is that from a TV show or something?
No.
Okay.
That's what cured our fearless leader this week.
Regeneron.
Yeah. I
never even heard about it. I gotta Google it after the show. So
definitely. And as a matter of fact, no, I'm gonna.
But you know what? That sounds like something Megatron and Starscream would have.
No, you know what? I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna text you something.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, man.
I'm glad he's better, by the way. Holding rallies and everything.
Yeah. So
good from him. And I'm happy we don't have a fly on the wall during this conference. So I'm happy about that. That's all I'm saying. So at any rate, the NFL. Let's go to our picks from last week. You actually, the first time and the last time that you actually won.
Yes.
You got 11. I had 10.
Yeah, and you know what saved me?
Hold on, let me look. What game did we have different? San Francisco? You picked the Eagles, right?
The Eagles. I picked the Eagles beat San Fran. That's the game that saved me.
Yep, you picked and San Fran ended up losing 25-20. And the Eagles, who are now in first place at 1-2-1.
That's crazy, man.
That is so great. It is so awesome. And then we're going to talk about that division because I'm going to have a new team in the bottom 4 and the bottom 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I think I have a new team to the top 5, I think.
Oh, good for them.
Yeah. So
that's good because but it was a good week though, because I think I only got 1, 2, 3. I think I had 5 wrong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that Eagles game was just such a weird game.
Yeah. But Nick Mullins was horrible, dude.
He was missing wide open people. That's what killed me. Like there was dudes that were standing. There was one play out of backfield. I think it was a use check or somebody.
It was use check.
Yeah, and he was wide open, and the dude missed him by like 10 yards.
Dude, yeah.
Oh, so upset. I was like, So yeah, first place Eagles.
By any chance, did you see Thursday night game? Tampa Bay?
No. I know they lost, but I don't know what I was doing Thursday. But for some reason, I didn't have any interest in that game.
Oh, okay. Well,
all I know is that he didn't. He seemed to have forgotten how many downs there were.
Yeah, man. The great Tommy Brady, yo. Tommy, yeah. Hashtag Tommy Brady. What the heck, yo? He lost track. He lost track of the downs, dude. He was trying to go for more yardage than he should have. I mean, I think all it needed was 6 yards on that fourth down, and he went for like, he was trying to get like big chunk of yards, but yeah, dude, he didn't know. He didn't know what downs. He didn't know what down it was, which is crazy, man. It's weird. We're actually seeing Tom Brady mortal. You know what I mean?
Hey, all I gotta say is old age.
Yeah,
What's old age?
Yeah,
So I mean, is it more Belichick than Brady? Is that what we're saying? I mean, who knows?
Maybe.
I just think Tom's in a new system. It was weird that he forgot how many downs there were. It's just, I mean, one of those rare things. But yeah, I mean, he's looking human. But of course, as they say, Father Time is undefeated, and he's 40 something with a new team. And I mean, they're still what 3-2.
Yeah, 3-2.
Yeah, so I mean, it's still not bad. But I mean, this was a win I thought they were going to have. So.
But the biggest story is Chicago's now 4-1. Nick Foles, who looked horrible in the first half. I was texting a friend who's a Bears fan. I was like, man,
style Bears.
Yeah, I was like, I can't believe I'm saying this, but y'all might need to go back to Trubisky. But then but then things kind of turned around, and Nick Foles, man, he threw some nice passes, man. So, hey, the Bears are 4-1. I don't know how long this is going to last as far as them being a winning team, but I guess Bear fans should be happy.
Yeah, and they haven't faced the Packers yet. So.
Right. They still got to face them twice, but they also faced Minnesota twice, too. I don't think they played Minnesota yet. So,
well, I think those games are going to be tough.
Yeah, that division game.
Yeah. So those games are always tough. So we'll see.
Not Detroit, though. Not those
Oh,
games.
Man. Poor Detroit.
Yeah.
Poor Detroit. All right. Let's go to it. Are we doing our picks now?
Yeah, that's
No, actually, you know what? No, we're not.
Oh, okay.
I want to get your take on the benching of Haskins in Washington.
Well, a couple things. After the article I read this morning, it's I think they had to. Did you hear what happened after the game?
No.
So apparently this guy was gloating about his stats. Like, even though
Haskins?
Yeah. So apparently, even though they lost to the Ravens and the Ravens pretty much destroyed them, he threw for over 300 yards.
That was garbage.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, right. But apparently he was kind of happy about it, and there was some players in the locker room, that were not happy. Like they caught wind of it, and they were not happy. Like, we just lost, we just got destroyed, and this guy's pounding around with RG3, and he looked too happy. They were like, this guy, like they were like, he just looked too happy, and
like it was or whatever.
Yeah, because he was. They got the impression that he was more happy about the fact that he actually had a decent game stats wise than he was about the loss, and players were not happy about it. There's an article I just read this morning about it. So it just shows his immaturity and lack of leadership, man. And that's why the dude got benched. And I don't blame him, man. Like, look, this isn't. They were like, I think one of the players, unsourced. I mean, according to sources, one of the players was like, "Yeah, we got a coach over here that's coaching his butt off, sitting on the bench because he's got cancer, and this guy's up here gloating about throwing for 300 yards." You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, yeah, players are not happy, and you can't do that, man. The locker room knows. You know what I'm saying? And you can't. Once you lose the locker room, that's it.
No, that's done. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. I mean, they had to, man. They had to.
Yeah, and which shows you how disconnected I am with this team.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that you're sitting here telling me stuff that I didn't even know, because I had a whole different take on them benching Haskins, because I was a little bit concerned about, are they really? And now, don't get me wrong, the division is horrific. I mean, there's 4 teams in that division. There's 3 wins. Literally 3 wins and a tie.
That is terrible.
Between all the teams. It's a horrible thing. So I thought they were doing it to try to win the division, which technically, since they're in second place, is within reach, right?
Yeah.
But I would rather have them grow a quarterback. But from what you're telling me, with Haskins, who was practicing hard all offseason, he was putting in the reps, he was learning the playbook. From all I heard is that he was really trying to get himself involved in the scheme every day and stuff like that. I didn't hear about that after the game where they were taking him out. And if that's the case, then he deserves to get his butt benched. You can't do that.
Yeah,
you got to work. You have to work harder. I know how his stats are garbage, but I'd rather have a young quarterback who's going to struggle and become better instead of start. You know how it is in the NFL. You sit here, you get a quarterback, you want to groom him, instead of just starting all over again with somebody new the next draft, which could be the case.
Yeah, like look at Joey B, yo. Like he's thrown he's seen the 300-yard games. You don't hear him out here. You know what I'm saying?
For
Joe Burrow.
Oh, Burrow, yeah.
All he does is throw 300-yard games.
And smoke cigars. Yeah, that's fine.
You don't see him.
And the crazy thing is too, Burrow was the dude that transferred because he couldn't beat Haskins out.
Right? Yeah, that's crazy.
I mean, what the heck is going on?
Yeah, that's funny.
And he's a rookie, and he's getting all this praise in Haskins' second year. He has maturity issues.
Yeah.
So
crazy. Yeah, but
it is what it is.
Saw it, but I just sent it to you.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah,
I'll take a look at it. But yeah, so that unfortunately, that doesn't surprise me. And that division is sorry. So,
were there any other surprises or things that stood out from last week?
Well,
I know one thing that you liked that happened last week.
Well, besides Dallas losing.
Yeah, I was gonna say Cleveland almost. They tried. Dude,
if they pull the Falcons, I was going to, because again, it's one of those games where you're looking, you're like, oh, I can turn away, or I can go do housework, or I can go do whatever you want to do, right? Mm-hmm. So that's what I was gonna do, and I come back and I'm like, wait, are they trying to onside kick? What the heck is going on right now? Wait, what happened? What happened? And the dude, but luckily they held on to and won the game. But man, that was rough. That was rough. That took me for a loop.
Can I tell you what didn't surprise me last week?
Want me to answer that for you, or you want
to? No,
Matthew Stafford and the Lions.
They had a 14-point lead against the Saints.
Yeah.
And they wound up losing by 14 points. Oh, that's another thing. Oh, speaking of the Lions, the nerve, the utter nerve of their head coach.
Oh, yes.
Making comments talking about when he got to Detroit. Oh, it was some work. It was a lot of work that needed to be done. Dude, are you kidding me, dude?
I had that written down somewhere. I don't remember where I had it. Caldwell, the previous Jim Caldwell, the former coach of the Lions before Matt Patricia got there, had one losing season while he was there. He was the last two seasons they were there were 9-7. And they brought in Patricia saying they need to take a next step forward, not backward, which is where they are right now, where they have been. Because this dude hasn't had a winning season. You know, talk about something called, and I was going to get into like a bigger thing, but I'm glad you brought that up because that made me go back and look at Jim Caldwell's record.
Oh yeah, go please.
Yeah. And I was sitting there, man, I had it written down somewhere because I was heated. I'm like, who is this guy talking about? A guy who had 2 winning seasons, they won a division. Well, I mean, I'm talking about like the 9-7s in a row. I think the year before they struggled. It was a weird year.
No,
yeah. And the year, I think, or after he got fired was, I don't know, Andrew Luck got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Luck was hurt.
Yep.
And then he ended up retiring. No, not Matt Patricia. No, I went all the way to the Indianapolis Colts.
No, you're talking about Peyton.
Yeah, I didn't mean this. No, I'm going back to Detroit. I went back to Caldwell. Caldwell got fired in Indianapolis before he went to
after going 0-16 that year. I think it was 0-16.
No, they were like 1-15.
1-15 because your boy got hurt. But before that, though,
yeah, Peyton got hurt. Then they fired him. They brought in a new coach, and that was Andrew Luck's first season because he never coached Andrew.
Chuck Pagano was the coach.
Yeah. So then he moved on to Detroit. Man, I could not believe I just went from. I mean, I guess that whole Midwest thing. I don't know. Whatever.
Well, no, he went to the Ravens.
Yeah,
with the Ravens.
Yeah, I mean, not as head coach though. Let's get that straight.
No. But hold on. We got to give this guy credit because this guy.
No, we are. Yeah. But I just want people to know that he wasn't the head coach of the team. That's all.
Right. Oh, okay. Right.
Wasn't an integral part.
Look at what this guy did. This guy came in mid-season. He was already a quarterback's coach, right? comes in midseason as the after Cameron got fired as an offensive coordinator. Ravens win the Super Bowl, all right? As him as the offensive coordinator. We don't have a lot of black offensive coordinators, by the way, in the NFL.
Nope.
Okay? Wins the Super Bowl with the Ravens, which he deserves the credit for. He turned that he was the play caller. You understand? He was the OC. They won the Super Bowl. Gets a head coaching job with Detroit right after that. Was on that team for 4 years. Had 3 winning seasons, 1 playoff win. I'm sorry, 1 playoff appearance. They lost to New Orleans.
I thought they had 2.
Maybe they did. I thought
they had 2, but they lost. They lost because his first season there in 2014, he was 11-5, and they won a division. Oh, that's what it was. They won a division, and they lost that playoff game. The next season, they were 7-9. The next season, they were 9-7, and they fought the last game of the season. They played Green Bay for the winner would win the division and go to the playoffs, and they ended up losing that game. So, but he was 11-5, 7-9, 9-7, 9-7 in 4 seasons in Detroit. Gets fired.
But hold on, let's back up. Which, by the way, is the best 4-year stint that Detroit has had.
Because it's Detroit.
Right. But this is the best 4-year stint that they've had since who? Wayne Fonts?
Yeah, basically. Who did nothing either.
Who did nothing with Barry Sanders.
Yeah.
And you get here and you've won 10 games in 3 years, and you got the nerve to say there was work that needed to be done when you got here? Dude, I want him gone. I get so sick of this. I get so sick of this, man. I hate these retreads. Man.
Well, let's go.
Hold on.
Okay.
Because too many times in the NFL, we get these guys that become coaches because they know somebody, they work under somebody.
A coaching tree.
Yeah. Oh, he worked for Bill Belichick. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, he was assistant coach when Sean McVay was a coach in Washington or whatever. Stupid stuff. They get these jobs because of connections. You know what I'm saying? Relationships they have, not necessarily because of their merit. Here you have a guy like Jim Caldwell, who has a very, very good record as a head coach. As a head coach in the league, and this guy can't get a job, or this guy gets fired. But yet this fraud comes to Detroit, does absolutely nothing. This dude's supposed to be a defensive genius, right? He was a defensive guy in New England. Yet this guy, Detroit has blown so many like double-digit leads.
They're not Atlanta, that's for sure. But
yeah, but I think they've blown like 6 like double-digit leads since he's been there. And this guy has the nerves of talking about there was work to be done. Get the heck out of here, man! I'm getting sick of these frauds, and I'm getting sick of other players. Other qualified candidates getting overlooked for these jobs, man. Especially candidates of color. We got Eric Bieniemy. He can't freaking get a job. All this guy's done is won championships, offensive coordinator. How is it that Eric Bieniemy? You got the beard.
So do I look like I'm qualified now,
dude? That's awesome.
I couldn't find a pencil, so I was like,
you look like Patriots, Matt Patricia. Right? But that's awesome. But think about this. Right? So we hear like Adam Gase, right?
Oh God.
No, hold on. The quarterback whisperer, right? Because he was the OC under Peyton Manning, right? Then we have Nagy up in Chicago. Oh, he was the OC under KC. You know what I'm saying? So they get these head coaching jobs because of their associations, right? As OCs with these great quarterbacks, right? But yet we have a situation in Kansas City where there is a great quarterback. This guy helped develop this guy, right? Patrick Mahomes. 2 years, at least 2 years, this guy's been OC. He can't get a head coaching job? But Matt Nagy can get one?
I think they like people named Matt.
Gosh. And Adam Gase can get one? For being the OC, for being the offensive coordinator for Peyton Manning? Are you kidding me? I'm sorry. We really got off on another tangent, but I just wanted to bring that up.
No, I'm glad you know. Honestly, I know it brought us off, whatever, but I wanted to bring this up. So it's perfect because I was upset when I heard he was talking about, I had to come in here and fix stuff. What you had to fix? And speaking of fixing stuff, why can't you fix your team? It's been 3 years. You were 6-10, 3-12-1, and you're 1-3. What? How much more time do you need to fix whatever issues you believe that were there?
Right.
Your team's horrible. You're not good either. Let's just go ahead and say it. You're not good either. Why are you still there? Why do you have a job?
Right.
It's ridiculous.
Right. It just makes me mad.
So we're there like, oh, there's a lot of stuff we had to fix. Like what? It was a 9-7 team. You're supposed to take that team to 10-6, 11-5, not 6-10.
Right.
Not 3-12-1.
Right. His record's gotten worse every year since he's been there. That's
10 wins in 3 years. Come on.
Well, finally, the Houston Texans wised up and got rid of that dude that was destroying their franchise.
I wonder where he came from.
Yeah, exactly.
So I forgot that was the big news of the week. Well, one of the big news of the week he got fired. And I know we talked about we don't want anybody losing jobs, but they'll always find new jobs anyway. So I'm not ever really worried about that.
No, I just
you trade away. I was talking to our friend Dan. We're talking about Bill O'Brien. He's like, oh yeah. So when they traded away Hopkins, what did they get? They got a second rounder, right? I was like, no. It's like they got a third.
They got a third and a fifth.
They got a third for Hopkins. The highest that they got for trading away, if not their best player, their second best player, was a third round pick.
Yeah.
And replaced him with what? I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't feel bad for that dude because that dude is destroyed.
He's done it to himself.
Dude, yeah. We were just talking about this last week on the podcast. Like, if we were Houston fans, like, just imagine being a Houston fan. Like, yo, this guy is tearing down. It's like he's taking a sledgehammer and just breaking down just destroying the franchise, man.
And I know they won the division. He may be okay as a coach, but it doesn't mean that you're good as a GM. You don't need to be both.
Coach. No. He's the best pitcher playing in a sucky division.
No, I don't even know how he got that power in the first place.
Let's keep it real. That dude's not a good coach. He might be a good college coach. He's not a good pros coach. He's not a good NFL coach. Yeah. But man, let's get to our picks, man, because we a little bit on time. By the way, you and Matt Patricia were born 5 days apart. Just want to show you.
Great. Different years, but same month.
Speaking of which, you know how we do, our birthdays every year and stuff like that. I want to find someone that was born the exact same day. Someone that
like someone of note.
Yeah, but
you never Google that before or anything?
No. Like someone of note, yeah. Like I know me and Bernie Sanders, great American right there.
Oh yeah,
born on the same day, but we weren't born on the exact same.
No, day. No, but yeah, both of y'all go on your rants. That's for sure. But yeah, sorry. Let's go to our picks this week.
And let me tell you,
exactly. Wait, first of all, we about to do a comedy skit.
That's my Larry David impression.
Yeah, exactly. Larry David. We have to get all these kids educated. We can't keep going with the system we have now. All right. Dang, damn it. Now you know how it happens when we get into impressions. All right.
I know, all right, man. Let's do these picks for the week, man.
Take them loose. So the Thursday night game, I had Tampa Bay. You had Tampa Bay?
Yeah, we both lost that one.
And as we know, Tampa couldn't come through for us.
We should not have lost that game. But
all right. So first game on the docket is the defeated Atlanta Falcons at home against the Carolina Panthers. Who you got?
I'm taking the Panthers.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. I'm actually taking the Falcons.
Okay, good. We disagree on that
one. But most of America agrees with me, which scares me. So I don't know. Also next is, do we have the Ravens at home against the Bengals?
I have called the Bengals every week.
You have.
And
you were right once.
Yeah, finally. And I was so close to taking the Bengals this week. Dude, I'm telling you, I don't like this game at all for the Ravens. I took the Ravens, but I was so close to taking the Bengals. But go ahead. Who you got?
I feel like it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be highly competitive. I think Joe's going to do well. I just think the Ravens are too good offensively for the Bengals, and I think the Ravens are going to win. But it's going to be a close game.
Yeah.
So we got the Chiefs at home against. Yeah,
Chiefs all day.
I got Chiefs too.
All right.
Next, we have the Rams on the road against the Washington football team and Kyle Allen. Who you got?
Come on, after watching that last week, there's no way I'm taking the Washington football team.
Yeah, I'm taking the Rams. I know it's the whole West Coast to East Coast thing, but I think Sean McVay, a former assistant for Washington, has his reasons, and they're going to put it on Washington.
No doubt.
The Arizona Cardinals on the road against the New York Jets.
Well, Joe Flacco, come on, man.
Yeah. Hey, you never know. I mean, the Cardinals have been struggling. Remember, they started off 2-0.
Dude, they're not losing to Joe Flacco, son.
They're coming all the way from the West Coast.
They're not losing to Joe Flacco. Joe's my man, but he's a shell of himself. They're not losing to Joe Flacco.
I picked the Cardinals as well. Cardinals over the Jets.
All right.
All right. One of my most hated teams against one of your most hated teams. We have Eagles at Steelers. The battle of the Keystone State. Who you got?
As much as I want the Eagles to win this one, they ain't winning this one, man.
As much as I don't want them to win it, they won't.
Yeah. Their O-line ain't going to be able to hold up against Pittsburgh's D-line.
So, I got Pittsburgh. We have the one-win Jaguars on the road against Romeo Crennel's Texans.
Yes.
Who you got?
And they will get there. They trust me. Texans ain't losing this one, son.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. They are so glad that Bill O'Brien. Make sure I say his name right. Bill O'Brien is out of there. They're gonna play inspired today. They're gonna be so much better. They ain't losing this game.
Yeah. So I have Houston winning as well. The Dolphins go on the road to face the returning Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers. So you got?
I wanted to pick the Dolphins on this one so bad, but I'm gonna stick with 49ers, man.
I too was thinking about picking Miami. I think this is going to be a tight game. Miami could really win this game, honestly. But I stuck with the 49ers. I had the 49ers.
All right.
We have the Colts going on the road to visit the 3-1, who haven't been 3-1 in like a millennia. Cleveland Browns. Who you got?
Browns are on a roll right now, 3 in a row. Their confidence is high, but I think it's going to get shut down today. Phillip Rivers and the Colts. I'm taking them, the underdogs on the road.
And I picked the Colts too. Dag nabbit. Yes, I feel like they're going to go in there. Their defense is a little bit improved. Going in there, I think they're going to shock Cleveland, who's on a roll, and it's going to eventually have to end. But I think Indianapolis is going to win that game. The New York Football Giants on the road against the Cowboys. I think we probably both got Dallas.
Yeah, I want to. Come on, Danny Dimes. Come on, man. Come through for me.
The Sunday night game is Seattle Seahawks at home against your Minnesota Vikings. Who you got?
I think this is going to be a lot closer than people think, but I'm taking the Seahawks.
I'm taking the Seahawks. Russell Wilson's undefeated against the Vikings. And there's a reason for that because they can't beat. Yeah.
Wow.
He's never lost to the Vikings.
Wow.
So I really feel like he's going to win this game. And he's Russell Wilson, and he's better than the quarterback the other team has. Just saying. So I have Seattle winning that game. A game Monday night that we may not see Monday night. It could be moved. It was already moved to Monday. So it may be moved again. But New England Patriots at home against the Denver Broncos.
Going with the Pats.
Patriots. I got the Pats too.
Oh, okay.
I was looking because I feel like I was missing a game, but I didn't scroll down far enough because I forgot there's a Tuesday game. So I just stopped at Monday. The New Orleans Saints at home against the Chargers. I don't think due to Hurricane Delta that they had to move this game, but they are at home against the Chargers, who is now starting Justin Herbert, I think, for the rest of the season.
You know,
as long as he stays healthy, I guess. So who you got?
I picked the Saints. I got a funny feeling the Chargers are going to win this game, man.
All right, I picked the Saints as well because they're playing at home, and I think they're going to win. But I feel like it is going to be a very competitive game.
If I could, I would actually change my pick to the Chargers, but I can't change it. So
I got the Saints. Tuesday night football. Due to COVID, This game was moved to Tuesday, which means we don't have a Saturday game on here because the Buffalo Bills are supposed to be playing Thursday night, but it was moved to Saturday. So we don't have that Thursday game. But the Tuesday game, the Bills are going on the road to face the Tennessee Titans, whom we last saw last month. So who's winning this game? They're both undefeated, by the way.
Yeah. And I'm taking the Titans.
And I took the Titans too.
Gosh. So we only have one that we disagree with.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like the first one too, by the way.
Yeah, that was the I picked the Panthers, you picked the Falcons.
I picked the Falcons, yes. So. All right, top 5, bottom 5.
All right.
What's the music? Top 5. Oh, I got 5 on it. We don't know where your team will be. We got 5 on it. And we are about to see. All right. You want to start with the top 5? What about 5?
All right, let's start with the top 5. I mean, this is really easy. I'm gonna keep this one simple. Coming in number 5, I'm still taking my Baltimore Ravens 3-1. They're still one of the best teams in the NFL. Who only lost to my number 1 team, and we all know who that is. Coming in at number 4, the Buffalo, man, you got to give it up to him, man. Allen's playing out of his mind.
Josh Allen.
He's taking that 3-year leap. Stephon Diggs has been a godsend to that team, so I'm putting them at number 4. Number 3, the Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Frackers.
Yeah.
How about that one?
A lot of fracking going on in Green Bay.
But no, the Packers number 3, man. Aaron Rodgers, he acting like he want to be the real MVP.
He's because he is.
He is playing out of his mind.
Yeah,
and maybe they need to draft a quarterback in the first round every year because this dude is.
Yeah, or a wide receiver to help him. That'd be
nice. Coming in at number 2, Seattle, Russ, getting it done.
Yep.
Number 1, I mean, the best team on the planet, the Kansas City Chiefs.
All right, bottom 5. We're gonna start with the worst team. That's how I usually try to start these things out. Let's just go put the whole. I wouldn't say a state. Let's just put New Jersey here.
Yeah.
1 and 2. Jets, Giants. Jets have to be the worst team. So I can't even put the Giants. So Jets 1, Giants 2. Number 3, Falcons. You know, I come on. Just come on. Come on. And number 4, I gotta put the Texans because they haven't won yet. They're 0-4.
Yeah.
You know, they took the place of Detroit, who's still losing, and they lost they lead, but they're 1-3. Detroit's 1-3. At least they won a game.
Who's your number 5?
Oh, well, my number 5 is a team that starts with a D. A team that usually comes into every season with expectations. A team who lost at home to a guy who won a state championship in their stadium, who is now undefeated in their stadium down there in Texas. They may win today. They only have 1 win, only that was gifted to them. That win was gifted to them by the Falcons who are on this list.
Yeah.
It's your Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
And I know Detroit deserves to be here, but I don't expect anything from Detroit. I don't. Can we please get into the world of reality where Dallas is horrific? Their defense is horrific. When have they stopped any? I don't care how many 500-yard games your MVP pick is going to have, okay? Just only because they're down by 20 in the fourth quarter.
Hey, man, he's thrown for almost 1,000 yards in 2 games, man.
Yeah, that's great. Your MVP pick. I'm glad he's racking up those empty calorie stats.
Hold on.
Okay.
My MVP pick is only 1 game out of the playoffs right now. I mean, 1 game out of the division title. Right?
Yeah, which is a shame. Which is a shame.
Hey, look, man, when he throws for 6,000 yards, don't come crying to me when he wins the MVP.
He's not winning no MVP because that team is going to be 7-9 and winning the division.
When they go 8-8, win the division, and he throws for 6,000.
I don't even know if they're going to go 8-8. I'm saying 79 because they're going to sweep the division probably. They may lose to Philly because they always seem to lose to Philly somehow. They'll beat Washington. They'll beat the Giants twice. They'll beat Washington twice. They'll lose once to Philly. And then there's the rest of their schedule. They're not a good team. They're not a good organization. I'm a little bit tired of hearing them, seeing them, watching them, whatever. They're in the bottom 5 because they deserve to be. Dude, they got killed last week. They got killed. What's his name got hurt? Chubb got hurt, and they still were getting run on.
Yeah, they're awful.
They're a joke. They've been a joke. I'm so tired every year. They want to put them in the playoffs. They want to put them in the Super Bowl. Everybody's Super Bowl. Well, even this year. Well, they're probably because the division is so bad, which it is. Oh, they'll probably make the playoffs, and once they're there, anything can happen. Is that what we say about everybody? Like once they reach here, anything can happen. They're not good. You know what happens when you get to the playoffs? You play better teams. That's what happens.
Yeah.
You play better teams. How are they going to do? You think they're going to beat Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs? No. Think they're going to beat? They played Russell Wilson already. You think they're going to beat Russell Wilson, even though Russell Wilson's defense is weak? No. Like, I mean, come on. I don't even know who's. They could. Whoever comes out the South, they have a chance of beating because I'm not sure New Orleans or Tampa Bay or that great teams. But other than that, if they run into Green Bay, if they run into Seattle, they're not going anywhere because their defense is terrible. Unless they get better as the season goes along. So yeah, that's my bottom 5, and I'm sticking to it.
All right, man. Man, I can't disagree with Dallas being in your bottom 5. So
no, because they're horrible. The expectations. I don't know what. Can we wait till they do something first? No one ever wants to wait for that team to do anything. It's just everybody's pick at the beginning of the season. Oh, we're just picking that. Why? Like, tell me what. You tell me that same team with Amari Cooper, with Dak Prescott, with Zeke couldn't beat the Eagles with me, you, and your brother as wide receivers. I mean, seriously, they couldn't do that. No, it was Jason Garrett's fault. Is it? Is it Jason Garrett's fault? Or is it the guy who couldn't push Aaron Rodgers? Because he's there now too, Mike McCarthy. I mean, he had Aaron Rodgers for I don't know how long, and they got one Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So, again, it is what it is. All right, next week we're going to be talking about goats, superheroes, and sidekicks. I just want everybody to know that now. But thank you, everybody, for tuning in. NYMD Podcast. You can follow us, of course, on IG, on the Twitter, and on Facebook at NYMD Podcast. And, of course, you can follow us. We're on the Stitcher and Spreaker apps, if I could speak. We're on Google Podcasts, Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio. Wherever you find and download podcasts, you will find the NYMD Podcast. And thank you, everybody. Have a safe Sunday, and we will see you next week.
Peace out, y'all.
Got my Matt Patricia.